Hi, it's Miss Barnhart, and today let's continue our study in genetics, looking how statistics can be used in solving genetics problems. In Lesson 1, we use Punnett squares. While they are really helpful in visualizing the alleles an organism can put into a gamete, they are mostly useful with monohybrid crosses. They lose their usefulness with multi-trait crosses because they can become quite cumbersome. A dihybrid cross requires a 16-box Punnett square. A trihybrid cross would need 64 boxes. And a tetrahybrid cross would need 256 boxes. Not particularly something that I want to do. Since the chance of any unlinked allele winding up in a gamete is independent of the chances of any other unlinked allele winding up in the same gamete, we want to make statistics work for you. The basic probability can be used to calculate the chances of any number of combinations of alleles. In other words, the odds of having any number of unlinked events occur simultaneously is equal to the product of the odds of the occurrence of each event multiplied together. This is the law of multiplication, and it makes our lives much easier when dealing with genetics problems. However, it means that you can be asked to solve quite complex problems. The law of addition states the probability of the occurrence of either one or the other of two or more mutually exclusive events is the sum of their individual probabilities. When you are given a cross that involves multiple traits, your best bet is to analyze each trait as a separate monohybrid cross and then multiply the probabilities. Let's look at an example. We have two heterozygous plants for round and yellow seeds being crossed with each other in a dihybrid cross. Big R, big Y, little y, crossed with big R, big Y, little y. This would be a 16-box Punnett square. Can you see that there's a 3/4 chance for each dominant trait to occur and a 1/4 chance for each recessive? 3/4 round times 3/4 yellow is 9/16 round yellow. 3/4 round times 1/4 green is 3/16 round green. 1/4 wrinkled times 3/4 yellow is your 3/16 wrinkled yellow. And finally, 1/4 wrinkled times 1/4 green is 1/16 wrinkled and green. Combine these, and boom, there's your 9 3-to-3-to-1 ratio. Let's put it to work. Take a look at this problem. What is the probability of parents with genotypes little a, big B, big C, and big A, big B, little c, producing an offspring with the genotype big A, big B, big C, What I'm doing is multiplying the individual probabilities of each cross and then multiplying these probabilities together to get the probability of the overall genotype. You can see this is 1 and 2, or 50%. Try this. In pea plants, purple flower color is dominant to white flower color. Green pods are dominant to yellow pods, and flower color and pod color are inherited independently. Determine the parental genotypes for the matings producing the following matings. If we have 324 white flowers, green pods, and 106 white flower, yellow pod, 150 purple flower, green pod, 146 purple flower, yellow pod, and 49 white flower, green pod, and 52 white flower, yellow pod. What you want to do is you want to treat each of these as though each trait and look at the results as if it were a monohybrid cross. Pause the video and try to solve the problems. In A, since all plants have white flowers, the parents are both white, which is little f, little f. Since there's a 3-to-1 ratio of green to yellow, the parents are both heterozygous for this trait. When we put these together, the genotype little f, big G for both parents. For part B, since 296 plants to 101 are purple to white, 3-to-1 ratio, so big F, little f are the parentals for the flower color. There's essentially a 1-to-1 ratio for green to yellow, 199 to 198. The parents there would have to be big G and little g for the pod color. The parents would be big F, big G times big F, little g. I do hope that's helpful.